Hello everybody, this is Flim here. Thought I would make a short little video talking about the latest update and just go over the changelog for 4.2.1. Okay, let's get to it. That sounded gay, but whatever. Some of the new features in the shop. Players can now see weapons they have used recently directly in their inventory. That's nice, so it's for an easy renewal. You don't have to go searching through the shop if you want to buy your weapon again. It's just right there in your inventory. Click it, buy it again. Woo, you're done. Players can now try out gear in the shop. I thought they could do that before, but apparently not. So, shows how much I pay attention to that kind of crap. Shop drop-down list has been replaced by category icons, allow easier item searching. Sorting players. This is just kind of the shop stuff, not huge in the game. Points and credit items are now discounted at different rates for each purchase duration. That's nice. It encourages buying in bulk because you get a discount. Discount rate is displayed when buying items. Yeah. Level locks have been lowered to allow lower level players buy more items. That'll be nice for the noobs in the game and whenever you create like a new account or something like that, get more weapons. Permanent weapons and gear items are now available in the shop. That's actually really nice. I know the default cannon is available for like 6k credits in the shop, so I'll definitely be picking that up. One less thing to buy daily for me. Gear prices have been significantly reduced, roughly 50% cheaper. Hopefully we'll be seeing more creative avatars out there with some sick McNasty gear. Expired items are displayed in the inventory to allow easier item renewal. I thought that's what the top one was. Yeah, kind of similar to that. Gameplay. Players now drop points in game that can be picked up by other players. This is one of the big new changes in this update. You can now earn points by killing other players in game. I believe the higher the level of the player, the more points you get. The most I've gotten so far was 3 points from LOL in peace, as we call him. It's always fun to take his force cannon and use it against him. Much love to Love and Peace right now. Let's give him a round of applause for being awesome. Anyway, the end of the match screen has been updated with extra details that more obviously display the game's stats. They have brought KDR back. They've brought in the deaths, which are two big things that were lacking in 4.0, and I think people will be really happy that those are back. I don't believe it displays KDR on your main stats page though, so it's just kind of an in-game thing for now. Maybe we'll see that in the future. The armor pickups actually look like the other armor pickups now, but blue. They're talking about the little small 5 armor pickups in game. To be honest, I like the yellow ones more than the blue ones. The blue is kind of like a baby blue, and it looks kind of lame. So I was just a fan of the yellow ones. Improved physics simulation. God, what am I thinking? Improve the physics simulation for Avatar will result in frame rate improvement on all machines. I haven't noticed a big deal with this. I usually had played with the ragdolls off, but so there wasn't a big difference there. Improved graphics settings for particle effects. I would like to give them like a big hug on this one. You notice it most like in cannon fights, how the particles are much smaller, which don't reduce your frame rate as much, and it makes like fighting in cannon fights so much easier. Well, not easier, but you don't get like these huge like drops in FPS, which can be really frustrating, and then you usually lose because of that. So that's nice there. +1. Players now drop their currently equipped weapon on death, which can be picked up and used by other players for a limited amount of time. This is another big change with this update, such as the points. The players now drop their weapons, and you can pick that up and use it for 30 seconds. I think it comes in as your quaternion weapon, if that's even how you pronounce it. And you have it for 30 seconds, and you can have like any weapon there. Any weapon that the player drops, you pick it up, even if you have a weapon of that same class in your inventory already. So that's a nice feature right there. If you are disconnected, you keep your stats for that game and not lose everything. I know a lot of users were complaining that they lost all of their XP whenever they got disconnected from the game. So it's good that they fixed that problem. the rocket jump now works correctly. You can use the rocket jump for so many different things. You can use it to jump over an obstacle and fire a rocket down and kind of flank them on a side they're not really expecting. You can use them on TOR for getting up the different levels at places where jump pads aren't, and you can use them on Monkey Island for getting on the top of the monkey head. You can use them for all sorts of different things. Very versatile. The player's inbox. It now shows you how many messages you have at the top of the inbox. The credit packs have been reshuffled, and items and such. The $250 pack has been lowered down to $200. I don't know, to me that's still a little bit pricey to pay for some credits on a game. But Simeon's got to pay the bills. So, GUI, icons for XP, points, and credits have been updated. That's the stuff right underneath the minimap. The XP and points is right underneath the minimap when you're playing the game, and credits, it now kind of looks like some money. Credit pack widget has been updated with new credit packs. I haven't actually taken a look at that yet, but that probably is nice. Items, many pre-4.0 items have been removed from the shop. They will remain in the player's inventory, but no longer be available for renewal. That's kind of sad. I missed the skater shirt. It was the JAH uniform back in 3.0, and so that kind of sucks, but whatever. Christmas and Halloween items are no longer for sale. That makes sense because it's no longer Halloween or Christmas. Balance changes. The Panzerfaust base and pickup ammo count has increased from 15 to 20. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. I don't see nearly enough people using the Panzerfaust. It's a nice weapon. It really is. If you have good aim to use it, because obviously the damage is 50% less than the default cannon. The Panzerfaust force feedback value has been increased. That just allows you to rocket jump a little better with the Panzerfaust now. Shotgun damage has been slightly decreased. This is going to kind of piss off Adam and Farmagals because they're big shotgun users. But I personally believe the shotgun was a little bit overpowered. So, we'll see if they still keep it in their inventory. The particle lance force feedback value has been slightly decreased. I don't know if you remember this, going into the tri-weapons area of the shop and then just shooting some of the boxes with the particle lance. You could shoot them outside of the arena kind of thing. It was just insanely high, so that's good. It was decreased. The Uber Hammer rate of fire has been increased. I don't know. I don't see this as a big deal because melee is kind of broken right now, and there aren't player colliders and that kind of stuff, so armor values have been increased across the board. This is talking about the gear and the armor with the gear. Hopefully this will encourage more people to start buying the gear that has armor attached to it. I think we're definitely going to start seeing the term armor noob come back, and it'll be fun to read posts on the forum about that. So look out for that. Bug fixes. Most splattergun splats and most XP earned are now recorded properly. I didn't know they were recorded improperly. I didn't know they were recorded wrong, so good they fixed that. Default sorting for games has been modified to sort by the number of players inside in decreasing order. This was a little annoying bug. You'd go into a server and the games would be listed from the least amount of players to the most amount of players, so you'd have to go up and switch it back. Not a huge thing, but it's just something that was kind of got under your skin after a while. Game sorting is preserved when leaving a game. That's talking about if you sort it a different way, something that's not natural, it will preserve that way you sorted it whenever you leave the game. Rate of fire is displayed properly in the shop. I don't think anyone actually looked at the rate of fire. They would just test out the weapon. But it's good that they fixed that. It was broken. It was broken since the start of the game, since the start of 4.0 back in September. So it's good they fixed that. Added friends count on inbox. That's a nice little visual. Fix the blue coloration of level when previous level played ended when the player was underwater. You would basically start a new game and the whole area would be blue because of the underwater coloration effects. So it's good they fixed that. Usually you could just go back in the water and it would resort it. Updated various messages throughout the GUI. I'm not entirely sure what they're talking about there. Maybe I just don't pay attention to the GUI as much as I should. But if it helps other players, that's awesome. So that is the end of the changelog for 4.2.1. A bunch of other numbers. Uh, that was just my take on it, my opinion. If you haven't played it yet, I strongly encourage you to go out and test it for yourself. Give some feedback, what you like, what you don't like. Make a post on the forums, get involved, have some fun. And if you see me on the field, pwn my ass, and have a good day. Adios.